We live? Are we going? Is it time to go? Come on. You can do it. Wonder when it's gonna show up on my screen here. Oh, come on. Got 2 viewers watching. I don't even know if anybody can see what I'm doing. There we go. Cool. Viewers watching. I don't even know if anybody can see. Whoops. I almost doubled the audio. There we go. I just gotta get it on this screen. Gonna play, dude? Yeah. All right. So, I'm gonna be playing Civilization 5 and watching some videos. Unless my camera freezes. If my camera freezes, then I'm just gonna stop playing games and just start watching videos because I'm using Linux. Linux does not agree with Elgato. Don't know why. I think it has something to do with drivers, but it is what it is. I'm gonna move over to small box. There we go. Let's set up my game real quick. Who should I be? I think that I'm gonna choose. I know who I'm gonna choose. America. Because of course I am. Why wouldn't I? I'm gonna watch this Pokemon video here in a minute. Or really, it's a Ludwig video. Yeah, I'll keep it on continents. Small. Definitely not chieftain. I'll put it on prince just because I'm going to be half paying attention. Standard's fine. Am I going to do advanced setup? What's in that again? Nah, we're good. Unless I want to turn on Raging Barbarians. I don't know. Nah. Yeah, it looks good.
Welcome, President Washington. You lead the industrious American civilization.
Begin that journey. Alright, cool. This is exactly where I wanted to be. Edge of a river, desert. No, wait, no, that's plains. Damn it. I wanted the desert. Oh, it's been a while. Oh, I got the tutorials turned on. I don't like the tutorials. I know what to do. I've played this game a lot. Monument or worker? I get free workers. So I think I should go with monument, yeah. Yeah. Pottery, archery. I have a lot of hills, but there's also a lot of animals. I'm gonna go with that gold. Or do I want to go with more? Nah, it's too late. I ain't going back. I'll play this video.
There was a point in my life where I assumed everybody was older than me. Get into an Uber, the driver's probably older. Start a new job, my coworkers are probably older. And if I watch the NFL and I see a quarterback on my damn TV, he's probably older. Those times have changed. Patrick Mahomes is literally younger than me. And I realize it's also changed at my current job as a live streamer. I'm one of the people who have been here longer, one of the older people. And I feel like people aren't appreciating that fact. The live streaming landscape has changed a
I don't know if
lot.
those audio levels are
I even
good
just
because there's
wanted to
nobody
check.
in the
So I
chat to
looked.
tell me
These were
otherwise.
the biggest live streamers in the world as far as English-speaking live streamers 4 years ago, January 2020.
Let me just
And
check
there's a lot
this
of
real
names here
quick.
that are mostly my age or older. The Summits, the XQCs, the Lyrics. Now, there's some familiar names there like Tyler and XQC still, but also a lot of young names, the Jinxies, the Quesos, the Kais. And live streaming at its core is a young man's game. And it's changed. It's changed so much. And I want to talk about how much it's changed today.
All right, yeah, that should be good. I'll just turn it down just a smidge.
The live streamers in the world,
Oh,
as
now
far
I
as
can't hear it.
English-speaking live streamers, 4 years ago, January
There we go.
2020. And there's a lot of names here that are mostly my age or older. The Summits, the XQCs, the Lyrics. Now, there's some familiar names there like Tyler and XQC still, but also a lot of young names, the Jinxies, the Quesos, the Kais. And live streaming at its core is a young man's game. And it's changed. It's changed so much. And I want to talk about how much it's changed today, speaking through the lens of Pokey. Because she tweeted out something cryptic a couple days ago, the end of an era. Twitch has been my home for a decade, ellipsis. And then posted a screenshot of someone downloading the Twitch app, but her face is there because she's basically been the face of Twitch for a long, long time. People thought she might have signed somewhere exclusively. But that didn't exactly happen. She followed up today and she said, let's explore something new together. First YouTube stream tomorrow.
Ooh, I wonder.
No strings attached. We don't have to theory guess on what that means. She expanded on her podcast and said she's not signing an exclusive deal with any platform. And then she followed up and said Twitch has regressed a bit, and that's why she doesn't want to be exclusive there or put as much energy into just streaming. She's called it messy. Kind of dug into Twitch a bit there.
Yeah, I'm not going to be signing any kind of exclusive deals with any platform because I don't trust any of them to try and suppress my content, and I'm not going to deal with that. I'm trying to post on everything that I can. Right now, Rumble is my main home, though, and I don't think that I'm going to be leaving Rumble anytime soon. Might be leaving YouTube, though, because they're suppressing a lot of my videos, and one of my videos got demonetized. I'm not even monetized, and they sent me an email saying, hey, your video can't make money. I'm like, cool, it already doesn't.
But it's true. We haven't seen these huge exclusive deals, the ones that I used to talk about all the time, like XQC signing a $100 million deal, in a while. In fact, think back to the last YouTube exclusive streamer. Like, who got signed recently? There have been some re-signings. I got re-signed just a couple of months ago. But the last person who I think exclusively signed with YouTube was FaZe Swag back in September 2022. That's a long time ago. And Twitch hasn't been doing a lot of exclusive signings either. In fact, they're trying to start
I didn't mean to do that.
YouTube exclusive streamer. Like, who got signed recently? There have been some re-signings. I got re-signed just a couple of months ago. But the last person who I think exclusively signed with YouTube was FaZe Swag back in September 2022. That's a long time ago. And Twitch,
I didn't know FaZe was even still a thing. I thought they got shut down or something, or they fell apart, or they sold off a bunch of stuff. Because of I don't remember. I don't really care that much, to be honest.
hasn't been doing a lot of exclusive signings either. In fact, they're trying to do the opposite. Dan Clancy, the CEO, said at TwitchCon, today we are taking it a step further and announcing that we are allowing simulcasting on any live streaming service. Their whole philosophy has been, hey, we don't want to sign anyone exclusively. We want to just have people stream on all the platforms possible, and we think our platform's the best, so people will go to us anyway. The only people who've been signing exclusively has, of course, been Kick, who have signed quite a few
I'm
people
close to the
exclusively.
water.
I believe the last one that I can remember was Nick Merckx back in October 2023. But even Kick has kind of slowed down a bit. To be fair, they did spend hundreds of millions of dollars, so I get it, but they've slowed down. Now, the reason everyone has slowed down isn't because of live streaming itself has slowed down. I mean, quite the opposite. In the past year, it's been doing better than really since COVID, right? If we look at this, January 2023, we had 2.4, almost 2.5 million average concurrent viewers. Now we're up to 2.6 with also more live streamers. So it's quite a healthy scene. But why aren't people signing exclusive contracts anymore? What happened to these 10 million, 5 million, 100 million?
I just think they're untrustworthy. The platforms suck. The people that they promote aren't the correct people that they should be promoting. Half the content is porn. I could keep listing all the things, all the reasons why you wouldn't sign an exclusive deal with one of these companies. Especially Twitch and YouTube. They're just like owned by these trillion-dollar multinational corporations. They got all this DEI stuff in it. Nah, no thank you. I might do if Rumble wants to pay me to do an exclusive show on Rumble, I won't be myself exclusive to Rumble. If they want to do that, I'll totally do that. But it's not looking like it's in the cards right now.
Dollar deals. And the answer is that it's just not worth it for the companies. I mean, look, these companies are spending a lot of money, not on streaming exclusively, but on running a streaming platform. Twitch literally cut 1/3 of its staff. So it doesn't make sense to start paying for exclusive content because it hasn't really shifted on who has a majority in the live streaming space. And Twitch's philosophy of, well, hey, we don't need to sign anybody because people just think we're the best platform and will stream on our website, has somewhat held true. I did a survey and I asked 30 of the biggest streamers in the world what the best streaming platform was. 28.
Rumble. I think it's Rumble. Rumble's not even on there. I'm just going to say the green is Rumble.
Said Twitch. 1 said YouTube and 1 said multi-streaming. Nobody said Kick. To be fair, maybe I didn't ask the right crowd.
Yeah, you did not ask the right crowd because you didn't even put Rumble in that. Because Rumble is it's a viable live streaming platform. I see a lot of people streaming on here.
But the fact remains, I think that era is gone. And I think that because YouTube has even said to me, hey, we're not going to sign you to another deal. Like, I'm currently signed to be a mostly exclusive streamer with YouTube. I can do some events on Twitch and YouTube like I've talked about. But after this runs out, it's kind of done. And I don't think they're going to sign anybody else. I don't think they're just like, hey, it's done for you, but we're going to do some other people. I don't expect that to be the case. It could surprise me. We'll see. But I think that's mostly done. I think Twitch is the same. I don't think Dan Clancy wants to be in the business of paying people millions of dollars. I think Kick, although they have billions of dollars from stake and they could maybe sign some more exclusive contracts, I don't think they will be doing at least a lot of it because it seems to be just kind of a money hole and a money
another
sink.
wonder.
And they haven't gained much market share by signing all these people. So that whole ecosystem for creators is dead. It is gone. And I don't think it is ever coming back. And it gets a little worse for creators.
I'm going to have to settle over here.
Because I'm a little bit concerned that this could, long-term, impact Twitch. Is Pokey right to say that Twitch is a bit messy and it's regressing and it's not that appealing of a choice? Well, let's take a look at some
Yeah, no, I don't even
recent
care.
news. Obviously, they had the layoffs. But outside of that, they also dropped this, an update to several streamer payout programs. Now, I saw some people talk about this as if it was a good thing. They basically expanded the Partner Plus program, which is allowing people to get a 70-30 split. And before, they had a 100K cap on that 70-30 split. They've removed that cap. That's mostly a good thing for people who are earning more than $100,000 a year. They just will be able to earn more money. They'll get more of their share. But they also snuck in a change to the Prime Gaming subscription payout model. And this one's pretty fucking huge. I feel like people didn't talk about this enough. They've changed it, so now when somebody gives you a Prime sub, it is a fixed rate, depending on where in the world you got your Amazon Prime membership. So if you're a North American streamer and you have someone from the US who uses a Prime, you now get a flat $2.25. When I streamed on Twitch, it would just count as a sub. So if I got a Prime, I would get 70% of that sub, $3.50. I mean, even if you got a 50-50, that would still be $2.
I make less than that. Right now, I make 0. I made 2 cents on Rumble so far, but I wasn't allowed to cash it out because it's not enough to actually be worth cashing out.
And 50 cents, right? And it's even worse if you have a lot of viewers who are outside of the US. Like, let's say you mainly stream to people from the UK. You're only getting $1.80. Let's say perhaps you are perhaps an e-girl streamer and you stream content that is generally for maybe an audience from a country who doesn't have a lot of pornography, so they like watching, live streaming websites. Turkey, as an example, you now get 9 cents per Prime. And it makes sense on paper. I think Amazon Prime in Turkey is like $1 a month if you do the currency exchange. So they shouldn't be like hemorrhaging $2.50.
If you're using Twitch to watch porn, I just don't know what to tell you, man. Like, it's crazy to me. Twitch shouldn't have porn. Is there porn on Rumble? When I say porn, I'm talking like even like Sports Illustrated is porn to me. So I don't know. There probably is something on here. I've noticed that a lot of the female streamers on Rumble are very modest and like actual people and don't use fake voices. And I just like Rumble more. It's just there's more real people here.
But this is a huge fucking change. And I think most people are now going to be earning less money as a Twitch streamer because of this change in Prime. It's great for the people who are part of the Partner Plus program who are earning more than $100,000. That's a pretty small list. Most streamers aren't there, right? That's like a couple thousand people. But out of the 7 million people who go live every month, most are going to be negatively impacted. That, along with a lot of people trying out YouTube because of this new non-exclusive thing that Twitch is trying to explore, I think might hurt them long term. For example, there's a lot of streamers who started streaming on YouTube who are doing really fucking well. Like Moist Critical, whose viewership has skyrocketed on YouTube. He averaged about like 8 to 12,000 on Twitch. Now he averages like 15 to 25,000 on YouTube. Doug has similarly averaged about 10,000 viewers on YouTube at any given live stream. We also have Tens, who's been live streaming on YouTube, and they've been doing incredibly well.
Damn, he's just right
and
down
even
there.
Point Crow, who right now is live streaming on
good.
YouTube to 2,500 people on Twitch.
I don't
He's
like
at
that
about
guy.
1,800. Now, live streaming could be the meta. Multi-streaming could be the meta. That could be the truth, and this would be great for Twitch if it was.
Yeah, I want to start multi-streaming pretty soon, but I barely have the power to actually single stream. So I'm just gonna not do that. I don't want to keep playing games like Civ 5. Oh. Is this that loud? I'm gonna turn this down. I didn't realize it was that loud. Probably isn't loud as Ludwig. Hope not. Oops. I need some volume on it, so people know I'm actually playing a game.
But the reason people prefer Twitch is because, one, they have a lot more tools, so it's better as a creator to do the streaming. But most lurkers, which is the bulk of all viewers, tend to prefer YouTube. And unless Twitch offers more money via Primes, which is...
I prefer Rumble for live streaming, but I prefer YouTube for watching videos, and I also prefer Rumble for uploading videos. It just, I don't know, it just looks nicer, feels nicer, it's not as complicated. I like seeing how much my ads are worth. I like being monetized immediately. Pretty good.
Basically a subsidized subscription
Even
that
if I can't
Twitch gives
pull
to
it
the
out.
viewers. What is the point of streaming on Twitch? Like, the culture's amazing, but if you are making more money and you get more viewers on YouTube, why will people stick with Twitch? So I have a bit of a prediction, all right? If Twitch keeps going down this current trend, and that's a big if they keep trying to cut costs, if they slash Prime even further, or maybe remove it altogether, I think we're going to see a big migration from people going from Twitch over to other websites. Not necessarily YouTube. But I've looked at the numbers. Here's Q4 hours watched for each website. You can see Twitch had a nice December. 1.79 billion. Still the big dogs. YouTube Gaming, pretty fucking close though, at 467 million hours watched. Right? Just about like a fourth of what Twitch had. Kick had a bit of a bump, 112, still there. And then what might be interesting is also Africa TV, because Twitch is going to cut all of their service in Korea February 27th, and Africa TV is the second largest live streaming platform in Korea, so they should see a huge bump in March. That'll be interesting.
I didn't even know that
I want to look
existed.
at these stats a year from now and talk about it, but that's the changing landscape. If anyone has lost their job in esports and is watching this, I hope you're doing good, man. It's devastating what's going on right now. It's changing everywhere. Everything's changing, but it's okay. It's okay that things change. We will all get through it together. I hope you have a good day. Thank you for watching. See you later. Goodbye. See you.
Well, what do I watch next? Oh, man, it's not looking good for Twitch. I don't think it's looking good for YouTube either. I think YouTube's been making some choices, man, and Google, especially with all these layoffs that have been happening. It's not looking. What? I'm getting real tired of Google. Because every time I mention the name, which is a lot, or if somebody else does, it opens up my assistant on my phone, and I hate it, like it just did. And I feel like that's kind of on purpose. What? Alright, I'm gonna have to get off of Civilization just for a minute. Because I have made a discovery. Okay. Okay. Here? Yes. There we go. Death Stranding 2 got a trailer. Who should I watch? I think we should go straight to Kojima. That's loud. Sorry to whoever's ears I just destroyed. All right. What's with the fingers? What's with the hands? These gloves. It's weird. Okay. Okay, well, I'm still confused by the hands. Yo. Hey.
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam. And to the DHV Magellan, our mobile base of operations. Come on, I'll help you
Why
get
are
your
they
bearings.
gray?
This is the ship's armory. Here you can check your weapons and put them through their paces. These rooms over here belong to other members of the crew. They're pretty much the same as yours.
Well,
And the shower's down at the end.
Young Yeah was right. So far in just these 2 minutes, we got about 7 minutes left, 7.5 minutes left. This is batshit insane already. I'm probably gonna watch Young Ya's reaction right after this, so I can hear what he has to say about it, and maybe he can point out some things that I'm not seeing.
This is one hell of a ship you got here. Courtesy of the UCA, I'm guessing.
No,
Why is the quality so bad?
I told you Drawbridge is a
There we go.
civilian outfit. But we do have a generous patron with access to plenty of capital and tech.
Sounds like a UCA big shot.
Don't ask me. We've never met face to face. They value their privacy.
Seriously? You know better than to believe that bullshit.
Why is he gray?
It's the same deal
He
as
looks
America.
old.
The people here are all spread out, cut off from one another. We want you to help us bring the world together.
Which I know why he looks
Sam,
old.
would you mind if I joined you?
Humor him. His knowledge and experience will probably come in handy down the road.
Yes. Really, Sam? Your buttocks? What about shotgun? I prefer the driver's seat.
What the hell is that thing?
Sam, do you read me? You'll first need to access the Mexico side plate gate terminal. After we've confirmed network coverage, we can take the DHV Magellan and regroup
It
in your
looks cool.
position.
The problem is, not everybody wants to be part of the UCA.
That's not the plan, Sam. The UCA isn't looking to expand its borders. Just like with Mexico, they want to bring new regions into the network. Anyway, the DHV Magellan's here to back you up. As always, you'll be the one leading the way to expand the network.
What's your role in all this? You're the commander, huh?
That's right. These days I'm fragile in name only. You brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA. But I'm afraid that Death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it.
Dude,
A lot of
that
things
looks
changed
so
after you
cool.
went off on your own. Especially within the UCA.
And that was straight up a hand crab.
Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore.
There's so many biomes.
So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge.
Whoa, whoa,
With
whoa,
the
whoa. Hold up,
support
hold
of
up. Why was he not gray? I didn't even notice that he's not gray anymore. Did he like de-age?
Chiral network and APAS, humanity will be free from the need to move around. Bots are capable of handling deliveries.
He's alive.
He called himself a ghost, but
We found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
he said he came back to get revenge on you and me.
Okay then, it's that guy. Whoa.
Hey, brother. Did you miss me? Yeah, I figured you'd pay this place a visit, seeing as how I've been distributing the fruits of this fine factory all over the continent. Guns and violence, the whole damn world could be yours. Same as it ever was. Oh. Looks like you decided to trade in that rope for a stick this go-round. Well, I suppose even a porter has to pull the trigger from time to time.
The acting is just spot on, man.
Oh, what about you?
This is like a straight up
Hey,
movie.
buddy, are you just another soulless little husk, huh?
Let go of me!
Oh.
Pathetic guitarist. Where's the rest of your band?
No,
Don't take his baby. Is that his baby?
Well, ain't that something? Was it you, Higgs? Huh? Was it you that killed Lou? You still don't know, do you? Fuck!
What? Well, this game looks perfect. Yep. This is a Kojima game.
Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
If you want answers, you're gonna have to find them yourself. But the ones you do find, well, that pain you nurse will only get worse. Sam the man in the dark about everything.
The baby got older.
Don't forget, coming on this expedition was meant to help you find the strength to carry on. And you have. We all know you've got this.
Is the baby
Now
him?
it's time to finish the journey, Sam. Please
Okay.
understand, Sam.
There was something with those hands.
We never meant to
She's
string
crying
you
regular
along.
tears now.
That chrysalis, we found her inside. It was filled with a fluid that contained amino acids. One's identical in structure to the kind found in tar.
I'm sorry. There are amino acids in tar? As in
Well, this looks
proteins?
insane.
Of course. How else did you think that chiral creatures could emerge from it? Some have even theorized that the tar is a sort of primordial soup.
I was there. I saw her home. And it was a hellhole.
You see, after you left Bridges, I decided to do a little digging. Now, according to them, BB-28 was flagged for disposal and subsequently incinerated 4 years ago, long before you and Lou first met.
Well, that was absolutely insane. I don't know what was going on, but it looked like more Death Stranding. I'm definitely gonna. I want to play it, but if I don't end up playing it, I'm probably just gonna end up watching somebody play it, like I did the first one. I didn't play it. I'm sorry. I just watched somebody play it because I didn't have a PlayStation, and then by the time it came out on PC, I already knew everything that happened, so there wasn't really a point. I'm gonna look up somebody talking about it. Who Young or Mr. Matty Plays? No. Okay. Young, yeah. Were there any other games that came out at the State of Play? I'm gonna check that out in a second.
So a brand new State of Play was streamed by PlayStation today, and hot damn was it jam-packed. They showed new Silent Hill 2 gameplay for the remake. They showed new gameplay for Ken Levine, the creator of BioShock's Judas, which looks really dope. New Dragon's Dogma 2 trailer, which looks absolutely amazing. A new look at Stellar Blade. We got an announcement for the Until Dawn remaster. Sonic Generations is getting a remaster. We got a new look at Rise of Ronin, which looks like this Sekiro-inspired game, and as a lover of Sekiro, I'm all for this. And there's just to name a few, but the highlight for me by far was Hideo Kojima showing up with a 10-minute long trailer for Death Stranding 2, and also announcing that after that he's working on a new action espionage IP that he says will be the culmination of his run as a game developer. This is it.
Metal Gear Stranding.
Chief, this is it for me. So what I want to do in this video is take a look at the Death Stranding 2 trailer and react alongside you guys and kind of give you my basic thoughts. Here we go. And I am going to keep closed captions on so I can get a clear idea of the dialogue that's being spoken.
Here we go.
Anyway, let's take a
look.
look.
Gonna rewatch it, but with his commentary and mine.
So hands are very... What the... Right off bat, okay. A Death Stranding cat. So hands are a very important bit of symbolism in Death Stranding. Chirality and all these things. How it's parallel yet opposite, life and death. And so Leia Sato's character here, Fragile, having the hands COVID mask, if you will. Very symbolic of that, I'm sure, on some level. Seems to have some interesting utility as well, as you'll see later on. This looks like if the old man looks like if Kaz aged up a little bit from MGS5. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. We got some weird phenomena.
I have never played a single Metal Gear Solid game, except that Metal Gear Rise Revengeance. I played that one. That one was fun.
Involving death goo seeping into or being injected into a corpse, and some gross death pus with timefall effects. This shot right here looks so realistic. The Desma
really
engine,
cool.
as you'll see, is doing incredible work. Sure, Kojima, why not? Let's do that. This trailer, man. On the ship.
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam. And
interesting.
To HV Magellan, our mobile base of operations.
How they're monochrome right now.
I'll help you get your bearings.
Which usually happens.
Here you can check your weapons and put them through their paces.
Sort of when you're like in death mode or on that shore between life and death and stuff like that.
The crew. They're pretty much the same as yours.
So it looks like they'll be shifting between modes.
Down at the end.
This is one hell of a ship you got here. Courtesy of the...
So, what if you're playing two different stories, and when you die in one world, you continue the story in the other world, and vice versa? That would be badass.
UCA, I'm guessing.
Looks like your personal hub.
As I told you, Drawbridge is a civilian outfit.
Like
won't
Fable
just be a room,
3.
but rather a whole like facility
capital and tech.
with different
like UCA big shot.
Don't ask me.
Different rooms with different functions.
They value their privacy.
Seriously? No better than to believe that bullshit.
On the Strand.
It's the same deal as America. The people here are all spread out. Cut off.
Or what if there's a bunch of babies and the babies are him, and the gray old-looking one is the real one, and these are the like weird clones? I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm just speculating, making guesses.
From one another. We want you to help us bring the world together.
Come on, there was a
We
new
want you to help us bring the world
Cupid
cut off from one another.
necklace.
We want you to help us bring
Interesting.
the world together.
They looked very different. What the hell is this?
Sam,
What?
would you mind if I joined you?
That's what I want to know.
His
What
knowledge
the
and
hell is that?
experience will probably come in handy down the road.
Yes.
Why is there a claymation companion
Really,
in this
Sam?
game?
Your buttocks?
I'm not
What
complaining.
about shotgun?
I just have questions.
I prefer the driver's seat.
Hold on, is that?
Your buttocks?
Knowledge and experience will probably come in handy.
Sorry, the way the figure looks reminds me a little bit of Alan Wake.
Yes. Really, Sam?
Anyway,
I prefer the driver's seat.
Right next to his dick.
Sam, do you read me? You'll first need to access the Mexico side plate gate terminal. After
The
we
graphics.
confirm network coverage, we can take the DHV.
I just want to know why they aren't gray anymore.
now already worth noting is the fact that Death Stranding 2 seems to be expanding beyond the United States or the United Cities of America in this lore. They mentioned Mexico here. It looks like Sam is in Mexico in this particular scene, or at the very least, he's making his way towards Mexico. And Lea Seydoux' character, Fragile, she talks about how she wants to unite and connect the world. So it looks like we're expanding far beyond America. It looks like we're going to many different regions and continents and countries for this game, is the sense that I'm getting.
The problem is, not everybody wants to be part of the UCA.
That's not the plan, Sam. The UCA isn't looking to expand its borders.
My
Just
God.
like with Mexico, they want to bring new regions into the network. Anyway, the DHV Magellan's here to back you up. As always, you'll be the one leading the way to expand
This
the
is
network.
insane.
What's your role in all this?
Yeah, he's gonna be a futuristic mailman warrior for the entire world.
Full-on
This looks
cities
so
now?
cool.
That's right. These days I'm fragile in name only. You brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA.
That's crazy. So we're going to
But
see
I'm
some
afraid
natural
Death
disasters.
Stranding is far from over.
Oh my God. That...
Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction.
That's going to be rough when...
Don't act like you don't see it.
Yep.
This
A lot
view,
beautiful.
though.
Changed after you went
So we got
off and
some...
on, especially within the UCA.
Some boss battles from
Which is no
the
longer
World of the Dead yet
oversees the
again.
distribution network.
That cat.
We drew once things were up and running. So your friends and coworkers all went their separate ways.
It's interesting how this mobile fortress and base of operations can kind of sink into the tar, maybe like crossing
Oh, I
between
didn't
the
even
boundaries
notice
of
that.
life and death. And maybe when that happens is when characters like Sam and
Yeah.
Fragile turn monochrome to represent the fact that they've crossed over. Maybe that's one way for the ship to...
But hold on, that doesn't explain why he's still old. Is this like what he actually is? I'm not sure.
to get around, or for it to seek shelter and to hide itself from hostile forces. I don't know. A lot of speculation.
Went their separate ways. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge.
There you go. She straight up says new regions outside of the United Cities of America. Death Stranding 2 definitely is going to expand in a huge way by allowing us to travel to multiple countries and continents across the world. So the variety of environments we'll see must be significantly greater than what we saw in the original game. So that's exciting. And certainly the scope of the game is going to be significantly bigger. It's one country, the United States, versus, I mean, the world. So I'll be curious to see how that's represented.
Yeah, this is going to be great. The battles.
New organization,
With the support
new horizons
of
to
it's gonna
expand
be
towards.
insane.
network and APAS, humanity will be free from the need to move around. Bots are capable of handling deliveries.
He's alive.
Looks like they're going to kick up the
Call himself
action
a ghost, but-
aspect.
We found a way back from the beach.
In this
just so
game.
he could kill us.
He said he came back to get revenge on you and me.
Troy Baker's back.
Hey, brother. Did you miss me?
Looks like he's
I
playing
figured you'd
Joker
pay
again,
this place a
basically.
visit, seeing as how I've been distributing the fruits of this fine factory all over the continent. Guns and violence, the whole damn world could be yours.
All over the continent,
Same
he
as it
said.
ever was. Oh. Looks like you decided to trade in that rope for a stick this go-round.
The rope and the stick analogy.
Well, I suppose even a porter has to pull the trigger from time to time. Oh, what about you? Hey, buddy. Are you just another soulless little husk, huh?
Let go of me!
Little Toy Story situation.
Pathetic guitarist. Where's
Claymation
Way
Toy Story.
space changes is just scary to me. Very creative, though. I've never seen a game like this.
Well, ain't that something? Was it you, Higgs? Huh? Was it
No,
you that
Higgs.
killed Lou?
Ooh,
You still don't know, do you?
it's a pretty big reveal. Though we hear Lou from this cyborg mech. What the bro? Joker Troy Baker. I'm gonna call him Guitar Hero Man. Battling cyborg ninja Baby Lou. This is everything I've ever wanted in life. I just didn't know it until I saw it with my own eyes. This is insane. And I love it. I'm here for it.
Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
If you want answers, you're gonna have to find them yourself. But the ones you do find, well, that pain you nurse will only get worse.
God, that's my game engine, man.
Man in the dark about everything.
Aw. All right, so
Don't
Lou's
forget,
not gone.
coming on this expedition was meant to help you find the strength to carry on.
That's Stranding
Yeah.
2 on the beach.
We all know you've got this. Now it's time to finish the journey, Sam. Please understand,
That's
Sam.
cool. I didn't see her do that. Lit the
That's some
cigarette.
nice tech right there. Little chiral allergy.
We never meant to string you along.
He didn't notice
That
the
chrysalis,
tears.
We found her inside. It was filled with a fluid that contained amino acids. One's identical in structure to the kind found in tar.
I'm sorry, there are amino acids in tar? As in proteins?
Of course. How else did you think that chiral creatures could emerge from it?
A lot of
Some have even
pseudoscience mumbo
theorized
jumbo.
that the tar is a sort of primordial soup.
I was there. I saw her home. And it was a hellhole.
I
She had
think-
like puppet strings on her. I don't know if you-
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think that this chick is actually in like the dead world, and that the puppets are just allowed to have the souls of the people from the dead world. I don't know, man. That's so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play it.
Saw that.
Dive deep into it.
She had like strands, if you will.
Now, according to them, BB-28 was flagged for disposal
Stranding. That's it.
and subsequently
Yep, that's got to be it.
incinerated 4 years ago, long before you and Lou first met.
Well, that's a bit of intrigue right there. 2025.
I thought it would be.
That's like
That's
like
soon.
a year away. I can wait. I can wait. I am so pumped for this. There was so much like exposition in that trailer that I'm gonna have to like sift through, explaining like how circumstances have changed, and yeah, like I'll be curious to see just how much more the open world is expanding. They talk about like Mexico and like the continent and stuff like that. The open world, just looking at the environments that was shown in the trailer, you can see how much more expansive they look, and I'll be curious to see what kinds of new tools we'll be getting to help us fight the elements,
Going
if you
back
will,
to
the
Civ 5.
environment, and what sorts of new
was that doing?
combat elements will be introducing, and how they'll just in general expand upon the gameplay of Death Stranding 1, what kinds of new structures they'll introduce, and how they'll improve upon what felt to me like like a really great foundation to build upon. I always wanted a Death Stranding 2 after playing through 1 at some point. I didn't expect it so soon. I thought Kojima would, you know, release a game and then do Death Stranding 2 or something, but this is the next big game that he's shipping. But beyond that, we have another game that was announced during the State of Play.
And now here with me today is visionary game creator and founder of Kojima Productions, Kojima-san. Hi, welcome. Today, I'm excited to announce that together, as part of the PlayStation and Kojima Productions partnership, Hideo is going to take us on an exciting new adventure. One that I've been encouraging him to reinvent for years.
はい、全く新しいオリジナルの IP になります。新世代のアクション
Next gen action espionage. So next gen means after PlayStation 5 and Xbox. We're talking about PlayStation 6, and there's a PlayStation partnership, so I imagine that it is going to come to PlayStation first. But yeah, next gen action espionage game going back to essentially his Metal Gear roots, but this is not Metal Gear. This is a brand new IP. Kojima and Metal Gear are no.
I'm just gonna go ahead and guess that it's gonna be absolutely insane, just like Metal Gear and Death Stranding are, and like Silent Hill was gonna be. That's another thing. I want to check out Silent Hill remake. It didn't look near as good as Resident Evil 4 remake, but that one's gonna be hard to top.
No longer associated, so he's like, you know what, I will do action espionage right myself, but under a new banner, under a new name, with a new venture, and I'm very excited to see what kind of a game he produces here with this creative freedom that he has now. Now this is many years down the line, because it's coming after Death Stranding 2. A direct reference to Metal Gear right there. So this is gonna be cross media. Like Death Stranding is getting its own like movie or something. Culmination of my work, he says, with this action espionage game.
This is one of my
I need the
favorite
great
genres,
library.
one that I've been hoping you would revisit with a
Yes.
vision. Can you share anything else about this new development?
ですね、まだ詳しくは言えませんけども、最先端のテクノロジーと、世界中の才能を集結して作る予定です。もちろんインタラクティブなゲームなんですけども、ルック、物語、テーマ、キャスト、
It's a movie at the same time.
サウンド、どれをとっても、
Budapest don't like me.
ようなものです。
So presentation-wise, so a lot of cutscenes is what he's saying.
I need that.
But he also wants to like blur the lines. Interesting.
And we will fully support you with the latest
That
innovations.
guy's probably
Sony has
gonna
to
take
offer.
it.
More details to come.
He seems to really be into like cross media. Stay tuned on Yong Yeah. I feel like is he copying some Yong Yeah over here? Right, this big pan out into
Yeah, if he tries to
Columbia
take that, I'm gonna kill him.
Pictures. And this is, I mean, this is a movie stage, what we're looking at here. So that's it. Yeah, Kojima seems to really be into trying to like blur the lines between film and games or whatever, like with his new Xbox project, the horror game OD. He also said that it's like both a game, but also like a movie, but also like new media or something. So who knows, man? Whatever it is, it's going to be interesting. That's for sure. But yeah, Death Stranding 2 looks absolutely insane. Like, it's one of the most batshit crazy trailers I've ever seen for any media, period. And I'm all here for it. It's the most Kojima thing I've ever seen. And I'm just excited that Death Stranding is getting a new leash on life and that it can grow and expand. And, I mean, God, it looks...
Yeah, I'm just going to have
like,
to make a settler.
I'm really blown away by what they showcased there. But, damn, as someone who obviously loves Metal Gear... the prospect of a new action espionage game from Kojima, that certainly puts butterflies in my stomach. Though I'm curious to see like what kind of narrative will it have. How, you know, because it is a new IP, so he's starting from scratch, new characters, new villains, new lore, new everything. I'll be very curious to see just how much of like a spiritual successor to Metal Gear it'll be, or if it really aims to kind of
I don't think it's going to have anything to do with Metal Gear at all. I don't think it's going to be like it. Because I think he's trying to make new things, new interesting things, and use these strange ideas that he's had.
Separate itself from Metal Gear in terms of its identity as much as possible, but I mean, it's from the same creator as Metal Gear, so aspects of the Metal Gear identity, no doubt, will be felt in this new action espionage IP. Whatever the case, there's a lot to look forward to on the Kojima Productions front. They've been kind of killing it. They've been on a roll with all of the projects that they've got going on at the same time in parallel, and hopefully they have the manpower and resources and the time and the sanity maybe to handle all of that and deliver on all fronts. Death Stranding was such a polished product, and so I generally have great trust in Kojima's capabilities as a game director and as a game creator. So I'm just pumped for all this. I am fully on board for all this.
Same.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's everything you need to know about the latest from Kojima Productions, from Death Stranding, and this brand new action espionage IP. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on these latest announcements, and to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on
Young out is what he's going to say. Spoilers. Okay. What else was at the state of play? I'm going to have to check. "43 minutes," it says. I'll check that out in a minute. What else we got? What else is on the menu? Your Google account might be in danger. I'm curious.
Today's video is brought to you by our friends over at Guard.io. Guard.io is a desktop and mobile protection tool that serves to protect you from constantly evolving threats online by blocking malicious websites, providing you with protection from malware and real-time alerts whenever your information is leaked, protecting you from those nasty phishing attacks. Two new features Guard.io has added to their constantly evolving roster of protection are browsing protection features for mobile devices that block any malicious link coming your way. And what I consider to be one of the largest threats online is a new patented technology of social account protection, which safeguards your logins to platforms such as Facebook, X, Instagram, or LinkedIn. Each account from Guard.io covers both desktop and mobile, and for additional users, so you can keep you and your family safe. They offer our community 7 days free trial and 20% off their monthly subscription. So if any of this interests you and you want to keep you and your family safe, head on over to www.guard.io/SOG and start your trial today.
I mean, I don't really have any data I'm worried about getting leaked, except for maybe my passwords. But I use Proton, so that's kind of, I'm pretty secure on that front. But, I don't want them having my data at all. I don't even care about a data leak if, I believe that there should be no data. I am just upset that they have my first and last name. And any more than that is just egregious and evil, in my opinion, because they're using your identity to make money.
Hello, guys and gals, me Mudahar, and is your Google account safe? Ladies and gentlemen, maybe
No,
not. Is
it's
any
not.
account safe? Are you safe?
Nope.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to look at a hack that can apparently persist all the way through password resetting. Now, you might be like, ladies and gentlemen, hold on a second. Every time I change my password, I should be safe, right? Wrong. Apparently, what we're looking at today is the chance for your Google account to get apparently hacked even after you do reset your passwords. Hackers, scummy ones, can still have access to your emails, YouTube account, God knows what kind of sensitive photos you got stored on your Google photo drive, or even your drive.
I think this guy's going to settle this gold before I can get to it. I think I'm going to have to declare war on him. That's probably what's going to have to happen.
General, got a saucy document that you've been working on? Well, it's out there for you and the hacker that potentially looked into your system. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to understand, how do you know that you've been hacked, okay? Well, generally what you'll notice is your passwords have been changed, or, you know, your accounts on YouTube. For instance, if your YouTube channel gets hacked, you might notice, whoa,
I have never lost an account like that before. I've never been hacked. Hacked, more like hijacked. Never happened to me.
wake up the next day, my channel isn't Some Ordinary Gamers anymore. It's TeslaBot number 382. And I'm shilling some stupid live stream that gets taken down by YouTube in like 12 hours anyways. But the point is, when you get hacked, sometimes you can tell, sometimes you can't. And when you are hacked, it's not the end of the world. But I've talked to people who have thought, you know, maybe just...
Washington, you're demanding something that I don't have. There are no truffles around here. Where am I supposed to get truffles? How do you even know about truffles? How do you know truffles exist if there are none?
Changing the passwords is enough. Well, that is if you don't know the term session hijacking, okay? Now, I've talked about it in the past, and usually the layman definition here is, you know those things on your computer that you call cookies? Some of you will call them tokens. Well, they're designed to make the internet a lot less, filled with friction. So when you're logging into your favorite service like Google, like YouTube, like Microsoft...
I fucking hate cookies. If I go to like an article website and it's like, oh, you got to enable the cookies to view this stuff, I will right click, select all, copy, and paste it into Joplin so I can read it. Or if they have a subscription service like a paywall, I will do the same thing. I will copy paste that whole page. I don't have to read it on your website.
Microsoft, like Xbox, PlayStation, whatever service you're using, you probably hate clicking the sign on button and signing in for every single thing. Well, to take care of a lot of, private secure requests, usually tokens are used so that you can kind of mask and sort of stop annoying people who are using your service. So imagine if you had to log in every time to use Twitter to make a tweet. You'd probably use it even less than you do. Same with Facebook, same for YouTube, same for anything. But what happens when a hacker steals those tokens? What if they yoink them out of your computer? Well, they could use it to do nefarious things on your behalf. So this one actually got blown open by a company known as CloudSec that actually talked about this on December 29, 2023. And this is where they said, compromising Google accounts, malware's exploiting an undocumented OAuth 2 functionality for session hijacking. Now, it might sound like moon runes to some people over here, but session hijacking is session hijacking. Basically, what hackers here are doing are grabbing those tokens, and even after you reset a password, apparently they're still able to access your Google account, which I wanted to get down exactly how this is happening. Now, one of the first showcases was this message post in Telegram. Now, Telegram is an anonymous messaging service. A lot of people use it for privacy. There's a lot of people that also use it to share their latest hacks and sell them on the internet. But
I've never used Telegram. I don't know what Telegram is. I know that people use it for messaging, and I see it all the time in the software manager, but don't know what it is. Might check it out. There's also Hex Chat. What is Hex Chat? Is that just for gaming? Is that just like a gaming text chat and voice chat? I'd rather just use Discord if that's the case.
this organization started to say zero the day.
I keep doing it.
This messaging service, a lot of people use it.
I have a Discord. And I could totally... Where's it at? There. I'm gonna drop it in the comments. If you wanna join that. There you go.
For privacy, there's a lot of people that also use it to share their latest hacks and sell them on the internet. But this organization started to say 0 day, and no, I don't know how to speak Russian, so thankfully to machine learning and translation, this translates to roughly to 0 day, solving the problem with incoming sessions of Google. The session remains valid when the account password is changed. Generation of valid cookies in case of logout. So this is...
I kind of feel sorry for this guy down here. I don't know how big he is. I don't know what's underneath him. But I am about to own this whole island. And if he's got anything to say about it, I will take his capital right there.
Really scary when initially I read this, because usually when you log out of a session, change your passwords, things like that, you should generally be pretty safe. It should never be a thing where a token is somehow validated after things like a password reset, or God forbid, you go on and sign out of a thing. For instance, if you go to your Google account activity page, myaccount.google.com/device activity, you'll notice that at least for this Google account, I'm signed in to quite a lot of areas. Now, obviously, I'm going to block out the city because I don't really feel comfortable showing exactly where I live. These are usually valid tokens to make sure that accessing from my computer, accessing from my phone can be something that is easy to do. Like I said earlier, if you had to keep signing in and fuddling around with authentication, using the internet would be annoying as fuck.
Man, I hope I can get this Temple of Artemis. If I can get that in 10% growth in all cities, and then I make a whole bunch of cities, I'm gonna be sitting pretty.
So again, if you look through, you'll notice that some of these are actually really old logins. For instance, sometime in New York, in November 5th, 2023, I signed on to a YouTube account, to my YouTube account through a TV application. Now, obviously, this was in a hotel, and if I want to be safe, all I got to do is sign out, and now that TV will not validate with this account. Same thing with other things like old phones. I had a Galaxy Fold, about a year ago, so if I want to make sure I'm totally safe, sign the hell out of that account, and then we're actually good. Now, when one scumbag starts selling hacks, you bet the other scumbags in a row also start selling hacks all over the dark web and various hacker forums all over the internet. And these scumbags included people like Whitesnake. No, that's not a band that your parents used to listen to. You've got Medusa, you've got Rise Pro, you've got Radamantis, the list goes on. So overnight, a bunch of scumbags were selling this actual zero-day hack to every Tom and Jerry on the platform in the world. So when it comes down to people who say, can I be hacked? Look, at the end of the day, usually for hacks, you gotta be...
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the day that it happens. I've got too much technology for it to not happen, and now I'm getting into streaming and posting content, so it's just kind of inevitable at this point. And I'm just going to do everything that I can to be ready for it.
Important. Nobody's going to be burning hacks on you. But now we live in a world where you can buy this stuff as a service. So even if you're like a no-name script kiddie Steve, you can just buy a service from people that know what they're doing and use that against a whole litany of individuals. To give you an idea of how valuable a hack like this is, imagine you're a YouTuber, right? You've got a sizable YouTube channel. I get plenty of YouTubers that do come up and ask me, I think I've been hacked, what do I do? And generally I walk them through the same steps of revoking tokens, changing passwords, and refreshing everything around them, and then giving them a little bit of advice afterwards, telling them how not to get hacked, which I'll keep towards the end of this video. See, for YouTubers getting hacked, for them, their channel can go from something that makes amazing content to something that makes a scam video or like scam live streams and just gets like hundreds, if not thousands of dollars scammed out of the average person just by optimizing the SEO. Even if you're not a YouTuber, if you're somebody that has your primary email account through Gmail, or you're somebody that uses Google documentation, I do, if you're somebody that uses Google Sheets, if you're somebody that uses Google...
I'm working on getting rid of everything Google because I absolutely hate Google. I hate their phones. I hate their software. I hate the bloatware that they have. And by extension, I hate every phone service. I hate Verizon. I hate AT&T. I hate that Verizon bloats your phone whenever you put a SIM card in, and it just starts installing just all kinds of stuff that you can't stop. You just got to wait for it to be done.
Photos or something to back up your system through Drive, then a lot of your information ends up being compromised, and you are about as valuable as anybody else that exists. The amount of data you generate, and maybe if you have secure tokens stored for other things like banks, crypto applications, then you're somebody that is, again, a prime target. And it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's so easy to do, and you can do it at such a scale that they'll just hit every single person they reasonably can. Imagine if you download a product off of the internet, like that one time I showed you, the malicious OBS Studio, which was billed through Google Ads. Imagine if I downloaded it and it stole my YouTube tokens, and then all of a sudden, which that malware, from what I remember, could do, your account would be stolen and you'd go through a whole set of headaches. But, ladies and gentlemen, to give you an idea, this is who they're exactly striking for. Now, according to CloudSec, what they had found of interest over here was when they were looking at what kind of information was being extracted. Now, this is web data that this actual malware was quote-unquote extracting, and if you're looking over here, it was looking for the Gaia ID, which is Google accounts, and I believe it's the Google account and ID administration token. And of course, it was looking for the encrypted token and so on and so forth. And then, of course, if you looked at exactly what it was trying.
Okay, well, I'm tired of playing Civilization. I know it's only been an hour, but like, kind of not in the best mood right now. And I don't want to watch this video. I don't really want to live stream. So I'm going to fix that. Move back over. Big box. Give me just a second. I had to resync my audio to my video. All right. So I gotta rant about things real quick. First off, I was supposed to be playing games, watching some videos with some friends tonight. I wasn't really supposed to, but like, I told them ahead of time that my 250 subscribers or followers on all platforms, I got 250 subscribers on YouTube and about 300 followers on all platforms. And everybody, all of my friends, they keep telling me that they want to make content, that like, just let them know. I have done everything, man. I started a Discord. I've, got the channel going. I've got all this equipment. And then they're like, oh, well, man, I don't have the equipment to start. Like, dude, I started with a $30 Logitech webcam. This Blue Yeti that I got from Walmart on sale. And a computer that I Frankensteined together out of cheap used parts from old computers that some of them came from Walmart, and I don't even know where the other parts came from. That's what my channel started as. And they just make all these excuses that, they can't, they just don't got the technology. They don't know how to do it. They don't know what they're doing. I'm so smart. Like, this guy right here, you see me? I'm a genius compared to my friends. That's what they think. I'm actually a moron who just tries. I just get the thing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I still don't know what I'm doing. I just kind of guess and memorize where things are and how to do things. But they think that I'm a genius because I'm not really a genius, but they think that I'm smart or smarter than them because I'm doing all this. And it's just like, man, I'm just pushing myself through it and I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. And that's why I'm always having issues. Everything's always breaking. I'm having to build a new PC because my CPU just isn't going to cut it anymore. It's about 2 years old at this point. It's the Ryzen 5 5600G, and I got it because I didn't have a graphics card at the time, and I needed something to play games. I got the 5600G. I got it on sale. Didn't have to get a graphics card until I wanted to play Cyberpunk. And then I had to get a graphics card, but I had already been making content for so long. Like, maybe I was about 3 months in before I actually had a graphics card. The what's it? The Power Color Fighter 6700 XT. It's a pretty decent graphics card. Now I'm upgrading. I'm getting a major upgrade. I'm getting the Ryzen 9 7900 and a forget the motherboard I'm getting. It's one that goes with it pretty much. It's going to be a monster, and I'm going to use this PC that right now as my recording PC, so I don't drop the frames and get desynced because I'm playing a game or something. I can actually just capture it straight up, and not have to worry about the CPU usage, because right now OBS is using 12%. That's not good. Anyway, I guess that's my rant about my friends. And you know what? It really ticks me off whenever I have them in Discord. And I don't know if they realize it. I can see what they're doing on their Xbox. Right? So when I message them and say, hey, I'm celebrating, you want to make some content? And then they don't say anything. Then I already told myself this morning that I'm doing this. And I'm going to message a couple of friends that have been saying that they're going to make content. And if they either ignore me all day, or if they send me some bullshit like, oh, I don't feel good, oh, I'm so depressed, which is usually what I get, is just like, I've been in a bad mental health state today. Nobody started talking about mental health. Nobody were worried about mental health until people started talking about it in the media. Then everybody's just like, oh, I'm depressed because I'm hearing people are depressed. That's a thing that people do now. And it's ridiculous. I guess that's my little 8-9 minute rant that I just did. Longer than that, maybe. Yeah. No, it was only 5 minutes. I don't know what I'm going to be doing now, because I'm firing everybody that I was, had involved with the channel. And it's just going to be me. It's going to be me and the followers. I ain't going to have nobody helping like they were helping anyway. Nobody helped with anything. And whenever we actually did make content, they wouldn't listen to me to actually make good content. They wanted to make content like, it was almost like we're sitting there doing a podcast, right, in Discord, and then they stop. They don't want to put their face into a video. You can't just do audio, and they know that. So they're like, you know what? I'll put something there so somebody can watch it. So they start streaming their gameplay from their Xbox, which is like running at 15 frames per second. And which at that point, it's just better to do audio only. And then we do audio only, and they're like either drunk, super drunk, or way too high to actually function. So I'm just done with it. Just can't do it anymore. So I'm just gonna make content on my own. So here we go. If you're a fan, awesome, man. Give me a like and a subscribe so I can keep making content. I gotta get Fables Universe done, man. It's coming. We've already got the stones are rolling. We got everything set in motion. But now it's just me doing it, because I don't want anybody involved. It's just gonna be me running it, and people are gonna help. As in, like, I'm not gonna have them directly involved. If I need somebody to help me paint a room, I'll pay somebody to paint a room. If I need somebody to put up a fence, pay them to put up a fence. I'm not gonna have them like, oh, this is gonna be your space too. Nope. Those days have done past. Because I'm getting no help from anybody. The content that I want to make requires more people. So, you know, if you want to get involved, I'm literally making content every day. I'm in the Discord every day. Just join it. I commented down below. Just click that link or copy paste it into your browser or whatever. And if you want to help me make some content, I'm down for it, man. Anyway, like, I'm gonna get off of here because it's late, and I wanted to have a good time for my 250 subscriber special. It was all right. I'm kind of disappointed that nobody